It's an event taking fundraising to new heights, literally.
And you can rappel down a 9-story building, all for a great cause. Joining us this morning, my dear friend and Granted board member Aaron Coomer and Memorial High School senior Joseph Hickey to talk about this year's Granted Over the Edge. Thank you both for being here today.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely. We have so much to touch on. So let's start first. Aaron, I want to ask you, because you're very familiar with Granted, you're a board member. What is Granted for folks that might not know what it is?
So Granted is a nonprofit organization here in Evansville, Indiana. We serve wish children and their families within a 100-mile radius of Evansville, and we grant wishes and beyond the wish services to them. And so Over the Edge is just one of the great ways that we can do this.
Now, explain your association with the organization prior to you taking part in, Over the Edge.
Sure.
Now that you're an adult, of course, you were a very spirited high school student. You've had a lot of medical challenges in your past. You probably shouldn't even be here if we listened to the experts back in the day, but you're here, you persevered, you got a lot of energy and charisma, but here we are. Tell us about the experience that you had maybe, 5, 10, 15 years ago.
Well, I tell you guys, even though I've had all these challenges in my life, I know that God has always been there for me. And, yes, I may have struggled in the past with surgeries and things like that as a child, and especially going through high school and college. It took everything I had just to study, and that's okay, because here I am, and I'm still here, and now I'm doing bigger and better things for wish children and our families in the tri-state.
And did Granted do things for you to give you that, I guess, step up, to give you that boost, to give you that encouragement?
Sure. Well, yes, they did. And the thing is that, Jeff is the one that really got me involved with this. Jeff Purdue,
yeah.
And awesome guy. I love him very much. He has just been phenomenal. But he's the one that got me started with Granted and Over the Edge. And then Susan Washburn and Jeff had asked me if I wanted to join the board, and I said yes.
And I want to give background info. So this is the 3rd year that Aaron will be rappelling down the CenterPoint building. And was it last year that you raised more than $20,000?
Or
was it the year before?
The year before.
So you have been very dedicated to this, but I want you to talk about a little bit. So of course they're raising money for wishes such as taking the kids to Disney World, things that these children, things to make them happy, bring them joy. Tell us a little bit how Joseph Hickey got involved with you guys here.
Well, Joseph, I just kind of texted him, right, Joseph, about Over the Edge, and I said, hey, would you like to join my team for Over the Edge for Granted and granting wishes and beyond the wish services for kids? And he said, sure, I'll do it. And then all of a sudden, Joseph just kind of asked other students around Memorial High School to join our team, and it's exploded, hasn't it, Joseph?
Like more than 20 kids, isn't it?
Yeah, around 20, 25 students and alumni and teachers, and
And Aaron's a bit of a celebrity in the halls of Memorial High School, too.
Well, all I do is just try to be a good man, that's all.
And what's it been like, Joseph, for you? I mean, getting your fellow classmates to be a part of rappelling, because you've never rappelled before, and I'm sure a lot of your fellow classmates haven't either.
Yeah, so, sometimes you got to deal with the fact that some people are afraid of heights, so you got to keep that in mind. But, just going around asking people and, really just bringing up the good cause it is and how good of a cause, and just bringing it to people and to their attention, and then, just asking, hey, are you willing to do it? And then, people just realize it's such a great cause, so they're on board, and others can't do the heights. So.
And I imagine in the past when Aaron was at a basketball game, probably hosted by Memorial High School, and they were playing Mater Dei, you were probably not too kind to the opposing team, but you're issuing a challenge to the other private school in the diocese.
I sure am. So what we're doing is we're trying to expand Over the Edge for Granted, and what we are asking for is for Mater Dei to get involved with Over the Edge for Granted. So Over the Edge for Granted is a great way to grant wishes for children in our tri-state. And so what we'll do is Joseph and our team and we will be rappelling down the 9-story CenterPoint Energy building to do this. You have to raise $1,000 to rappel and a $75, I think it's a registration fee. But guys, I'm asking for Mater Dei to join this cause, because the more people we have involved in this, the better. And guys, right here, this is a travel trophy,
Yes, let's
There
show
it
that
is.
in the camera
Yeah,
here.
show this travel
It'll be
trophy
right
out
there.
there.
So this,
Look
is
at
the, this
that.
is the big trophy we got for, you know, the
So
people.
whoever raises the most.
Whatever team raises the most money, they get a traveling
And you're
trophy.
hoping it's Memorial, you and
And
your
right now,
classmates.
we're
There's really
number,
no better way to bring in that rivalry, to bring in a decorated
Exactly.
Memorial athlete.
Everyone
How much
wants
have
to
you guys raised so
spur that
far?
on.
So our team, we're sitting at around $20,000.
So far.
Towards these
That was
children.
that was our goal, but then we raised it to $50,000. So we're
incredible.
trying to meet that goal.
And before we wrap up, give us the website where folks can register. I think is it OTE for granted?
It's OTE
Yes.
for granted.
And raise $1,000 bucks. Thank you guys for everything that you've been doing, and hopefully, we get those wishes in for those children.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you so much.
Thank you.